Hello and welcome to Trying Times. My name is Carmen, and if you're new here, then let me just say thank you so much for tuning into this episode and for sharing your time with me. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy this episode and the show in general. Also, going off of that, I hope you have a wonderful day. Before I really get into the episode, I just want to say in advance, you might hear some noise in the back. Long story short, we recently got a puppy, and if you hear some barking or whatever in the background, it's just my new co-host. That's what we're just gonna roll with. You may or may not hear him. He's napping at the moment, but if he wakes up, I can't promise that this will be a crystal clear recording. So yeah, you might hear some barking in the back, and if you do, that's just my new co-host, Leo. So I hope you can welcome him with open arms. He makes recording not the simplest task, but I love him. And he's fun, and he brings joy, and he's very cute. I'm trying to think what else. He is about 3.5 months old. He's very little, and he's very much amused by everything in the world because he's new to everything in the world, which, can I just say, is so cool to get to see and to witness and to live through, because specifically he really loves seeing cars. And he really loves seeing planes. He loves to sit and just watch cars because obviously he doesn't really know what they are yet. And he's getting used to them. So he could just sit on our lawn and watch cars go by for a while. Or if we take him on walks, sometimes he likes to sit on the grass generally and just watch cars go by. If he hears a plane in the sky, he sits and he'll drop whatever he's doing. He could be in the middle of the most intense game of catch and he'll just watch the sky and watch the plane and listen. He also similarly does that with birds. Very much loves birds. Very intrigued by everything. He's not really on the squirrel wave yet. He's not quite there, but I think he'll get there soon. But so far, planes, cars, birds, those are his thing. Really loves them. So yeah, if you hear something in the back, just know it's my co-host Leo. He's got a lot of different hobbies. He's into a lot of different things. He might speak at some point. I can't promise that he won't. Anyways, carrying on. Usually on this show, I talk a lot about the things that happen in life and things that can feel scary or kind of cringy, but might be a little funny and are things that we all sort of just experience. This episode in particularly, though, I wanted to be a little bit different because we're into the summer. A huge thing that I love all year round, but especially in the summer, is music. I feel like I go to more concerts in the summer. I mean, usually I can't say I have this year so far, but I just love music. So I wanted this episode to focus on something a bit more interactive and also get to hear from you guys a little bit more. So I wanted to talk about some of the songs that I can just not stop listening to right now, and also generally the type of music I like to listen to. To go with this episode, I actually made a playlist so you can listen to the songs I talk about and add those to your own playlist if you like. And feel free to share your playlist with me. I love learning about new music and I love talking to people about music. So this is something I just really want to try doing and have a fun interactive episode and get to chat with you guys kind of off the episode and online, on Instagram or on Facebook, wherever you want to talk, or leave me a voicemail, which I always talk about at the very end of the episode. But I would love to hear from you guys. So there's that. And also, just a heads up, this playlist that I made is only available on Spotify. So if you're not a Spotify user, you can still listen to it, but you won't be able to heavily interact with it or anything, or follow it or save songs within the app. So that's all. Moving along. I think I'll start with the type of music I've been listening to a lot lately. Generally, I listen to a lot of indie, rock, alternative, R&B, pop, that type of thing. Lately, it's been a lot of reggaeton, rap, pop, and then a blend of all of those things together. So this playlist that I'm going to share has so much of that, plus a lot of my favorite artists right now. So firstly, it starts off with Miss Rosalia herself. I just gotta say, I was lucky enough to see her live on her Motomami tour in Toronto last year, and that show quickly became one of my favorite concerts ever. I know people see it a lot online. It is one thing to see it online, and it looks super fun online, and then a totally different thing to be there. It's so immersive and honestly brilliant in its sense of creativity and performance. I can't even put it into words, but I'm obsessed with the whole concept and I loved it, and I love Rosalia. So the playlist starts with a remix of her song, which I do not want to butcher the name of, but Despecha. I'm probably butchering it. This song though is great in its original version too. I just want to say that, But I think when I heard this version of it for the first time, it was when I watched her performance for the Louis Vuitton men's fashion show earlier in the year. She performed during that show, during the walk, and since then I've just had it on repeat. I love it so much. It's fun. It just gets me hyped. And honestly, it has the ability to turn my mood around. So go listen to that if you like Rosalia and are interested in more variations of her music. The next song is, I guess, similar to a degree, but it is Party by Bad Bunny featuring Raul. And I feel like I don't even need to say anything about this song. It's everywhere. It's so upbeat. And overall, I can say it's a go-to song for either getting ready, for driving, for working out. It works for literally everything, I swear. And also, if you know me well, you know I don't enjoy driving a whole lot. This is definitely one of the few songs that I have to put on when I'm driving to get me like less nervous and focus and feel like just calm. It's just a fun song to listen to. So if you're looking for something maybe out of your range of music or genre and want to try something different, I would absolutely recommend this song. I feel like a lot of people like it even if they aren't the biggest fan of that specific genre. It's just a fun song to listen to. So yeah, moving along, there's a song by Raghav featuring Tesher called Desperado. This song is more recent, but it takes me back in time to hearing more music by Raghav when I was younger. It's a nice blend of like pop, hip hop, and samples. I think some Bollywood music as well. Overall, I would give this like a 10 out of 10. It's very catchy. And I feel like this is a song that many people would be able to listen to very easily, which says a lot. I feel like it's a fun one and it's a good one for the summer. So if you've not heard that, go check that out and then add that to your summer playlist because it's so good. So yeah, that's all I got to say for that. Next on the list is Sad Bitch by Anne Marie. I just want to start by saying I love Anne Marie. Her music generally makes my day better and I love her style. But even just like watching interviews of her or watching her videos, especially her TikToks, she just has such a bubbly sense of humor and I just love her. So this song specifically has become one of my faves without a doubt because it's catchy, it's relatable, and perfect for working out or just listening to at the start of your day. It gets you in like a cool, fun mood. So I just want to say that because I don't know. If you listen to it, the lyrics are very easy to follow. It's very catchy. It gets you in a good mood. It tells you, obviously, like, don't feel sad. I don't know what else to say, but it's a great one. So if you're looking for something that's kind of like a pick-me-up, go check that one out. And by the way, you could probably play a game of like take a shot or anything every single time I say catchy in this episode because it's one of the main ways to describe my favorite songs. So yeah, I don't know if there's like another word I can think of for that feeling or that thought aside from catchy. So I just want to give a precursor for that because you're going to hear it so many more times. Moving along. I should preface that Rosalia is on this playlist like 20 times. There's like 10 songs on this playlist, but 20 of those 10 songs are Rosalia's. Make sense of that math. I can't. She's on this playlist a lot and I listen to her literally every day. So I can definitely say that shows in this playlist. And one of her more recent songs this year is called Lie Like You Love Me. It's like the perfect dreamy pop song. It just sounds pretty. And whenever she performs this song, it matches that element of dreaminess so well. That's literally the best way I can describe it. So listen to it and then tell me what you think. I'm pretty firm in that you'll like it. If you don't, sorry, I guess, but I mean, you got to experiment and listen to a new song. So that's that. Okay, surprise. The next song is Vampiros by Rosalia and Raul. I hate using the term heater, but every time I listen to the song, that's the only way I can describe it. I don't know what else to say about this song besides the fact that it's a heater, however the kids would say that. It's fire. I don't talk like that normally, so for me to use those terms, I must really feel passionate about it. I don't know what else to say about the song, but the music video for this is insane in the best way possible. So if you're very into music videos, go check that out because it's fun and it's a cool way to be introduced to the song. So yeah, I think individually, both of them are super talented and have such cool personalities. And I mean, their style of fashion and style sense in general and music is incredible, but then collectively, they're somehow more amazing. So they came out with like a 3-song EP, and I believe this is the second track off of that. I love the whole trio of songs, but this one is without a doubt my favorite. So if you do listen to any of those 3, or you are looking for a new song to listen to, go listen to that one, please, and thank you. Now, the next song, I swear, will be the last Rosalia song I mention. I just love Rosalia so much. But Malamente is such a badass song. That's the only way I can describe it. It has beautiful instrumental, and then paired with her voice, I think I got chills the first time I heard this song. So that says enough. And then live, oh my god. It's beautiful. It's really a beautiful, honestly, I can't say anything else about it. So that's my gush fest over Rosalia. Done. We're moving along. The next song is Forever by Kaytraminé, which is a mashup of Kaytranada and Aminé. I've loved Aminé's music for years. So this mashup of his sound with Kaytranada's has been really cool to listen to and observe so far. And I think collectively they've created a really seamless and chill sound that manages to stay true to both of their own styles of music. And I think that's beautiful and that's really powerful because they're both, I mean, not totally different, but they're also not the same at all. So I think it's cool that they came together and were able to create something so special that was very on brand for the both of them, but together. I'm just saying the same thing over and over. Walking in circles here. I'm talking in circles here. But I'm pretty sure this song was the first one they released together, and I feel like it just set such a good tone for their sound. So go listen to that one for sure. It's a good one. It's a good mix of hip hop, pop, and I guess almost like a bit of house as well. It's just good. It's very chill and it's fun. Okay, so the second to last song on this playlist is by one of my favorite artists right now. He's been one of my favorite artists for probably well over a year. His name's Teo. He's a Colombian musician who has a lot of Latin styled and almost trap infused, like instrumental style of music, if that made any sense at all. Make any sense of that if you can. And what you will, just I hope it makes sense. All I know is that I cannot stop listening to his music. And I saw him live in March, which was incredible. And he performed this song in particular that I'm about to talk about called In the Essence. And it was just as amazing live as the actual track. It was sort of surreal to see how his vocals were just as strong live as they are when I'm listening to any of his songs, obviously like the studio version. So it's definitely safe to say I will be seeing him again live whenever he tours. But if you do choose to look into his music and want to check out one song, listen to In the Essence. It is so good. And also, can I just say, when you go to a concert to see one of your favorite artists and you never know what they're going to sound like live, right? Like, I mean, they could be having an off day, or maybe it's possible that they might not sound exactly the same as they do in a studio version of their song in person. It's so satisfying when you go to see one of your favorite artists live and they sound exactly the same, if not better. I can definitely say he was one of those. So there's that. At the very last song on this playlist now, this is probably one that literally everybody and their mom knows. And if you don't, that's okay, I'm not judging. But it is literally everywhere. It's all over the radio. It's all over TikTok. And I don't know for sure where else, but it's generally everywhere, I would say. The song is Creepin' by Metro Boomin featuring The Weeknd and 21 Savage. I can safely say that this song, the first time I heard it, I was like, okay, cool. Like, this is good in itself. That's all I need. Then it got to the point where anytime I turned on the radio or opened up TikTok, it was just always there. So it just got stuck in my head and it's good. So I felt like this one was necessary to finish the playlist off. And there was no way I couldn't include it because it's just always in my head at this point. So yeah, there's that. There's a playlist. I don't really know how to wrap this episode up. So yeah, that's the playlist of this year for me so far. In terms of songs that I can listen to at least like a million times and still not get tired of them, that would be the collection. There are more songs, by the way, that are coming up. I know that there's more albums coming out and there's a lot more that I've been catching up on. So that will probably grow. But let me know if you like any of these songs, if you've heard any of these songs, or if you're going to check them out. Let me know what you think of these songs. We can chat by DMs on Instagram at the Trying Times Podcast, or you could leave me a voicemail by clicking the link in the episode description and hitting record and giving me your thoughts about what you think of these songs. And I would love to hear from you and also get music recommendations from you. So yeah, let me know what you think of these songs and please share some of your favorite songs with me because, like I said, I love learning about new music and checking out all kinds of artists. So forward me your recommendations and I would love to check those out. That's all for today. So thanks so much for listening. We'll chat again soon. And in the meantime, I hope to hear from you. Bye.